says, read the following quotation. One of the most beautiful things we can do is help one another. Kindness doesn't cost a thing. Think about the different ways to demonstrate kindness. Write about one good person you know. Explain why you think that person is kind. Be sure to clearly state your central idea. Organize your writing. Develop your writing in detail. Choose your words carefully. Use correct spelling, capitalization, punctuation, grammar, and sentences. All right, so there's a lot of writing on this page. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna show you how to focus on just the important parts. Okay. First thing, the most important part of this page is this line right here. How do I know this is the most important part? Look at the word they use to start it. Write. This is what you have to write about. Okay, so I'm going to put a star next to this. This is the most important part of the page, part we have to focus on. Write about one good person you know. Explain why you think that person is kind. So what is our topic? Our topic is one good person you know. Since this is our topic, I'm going to put a little top hat. What's up, Bailey?
So when we're done with it, do we ask our parents to take a picture of it?
No. I'm going to explain how we're going to do it right now.
Okay.
Okay, so one good person you know. Okay. Can I write about 3 people I know? No. Can I write about 2 people? No. It says one good person. So I have to pick just one person to talk about. Okay. What do I have to say about this person? They tell me right here. Explain why you think that person is kind. So this part is important. Why you think that person is kind. I'm going to put an arrow here. This part is super, super important. My prompt can't just say, Nakai is a good person. The end. Or I can't just write, I think Kaylee's really nice. They want to know who's that one person I know. And I have to tell them why I think that person is kind. Okay? On a page like this, they always give us reminders. The reminders are just telling us things that honestly we already know, but that's why they're reminders. So first, clearly state your central idea. What does that mean? It means that we should not go off topic. So whoever I choose to focus on, like if I choose to talk about I talk about my mom, that means that when I'm writing, I talk about my mom. I don't want to be writing about my mom and then go, oh yeah, but my brother's also really nice. And then one time my sister did this thing for me and it was super, super nice. And I didn't even know she was going to do it. And she didn't have to. She just did it because she wanted to. Because I'm just supposed to focus on my mom, not on my brother, not on my sister, not on, my next door neighbor. Just one person. Organize your writing. What does that mean? We wrote a prompt before, right? We wrote it about our favorite holiday. And we said when we talked about that favorite holiday that we had different reasons for liking it, right? I know a lot of us chose Christmas, so I'll use that as my example. We said that we like Christmas because of the decorations, because of the presents, because of the food. Definitely the food. You guys wrote some delicious sounding stuff in your writing. When you're writing, You don't want to say, oh, the lights are really pretty, and then the food's so good, and then I get presents, but then the lights we hang up, and then the food, but then also the presents, but the food again, but the lights, oh my gosh, the food. Because then that's you going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. You want to make sure that you talk about one thing at a time. So if you're going to talk about food, talk about food. When you finish, talk about the next thing. Talk about your lights next. And when you finish talking about your lights, then you talk about the third thing. But don't go back and forth between your reasons. Okay? Develop your writing in detail. What does that mean? Explain. In fact, I'm going to write it 3 times. Explain, explain, explain. Why is that important? Because again, we want our reader to understand why we think that way, why we feel that way. So if my writing was just, Nakai's a nice person, are you going to know why I think that? No. If I say Nakai's a nice person because he's nice to me, does that explain how he's nice? Does that explain the things that he's done? It's a beginning, but it doesn't explain. If I say he's nice because he's nice, my reader is going to think, okay, he's nice because he's nice, but what does that mean? What does he do that's nice? Or if I say, my mom's a really nice person. She does nice things. She is nice. She's always nice. Am I explaining what she's doing? Am I explaining how she's nice? I just keep saying the word nice. Nice, 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 nice. But that doesn't explain. How is she nice? What does she do that's nice? If I say my mom is nice because she does this for me, or because she does that, then my reader can go, oh, so that's how she's nice. She does this thing, or she does that thing. So we can't just keep saying, she is nice. He is nice. They are nice. They're super nice. They're very nice. They don't have to be nice, but they're nice. Also, they're really nice. Because your reader's going to go, I get it. I get it. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. But how? What do they do? Give me examples. Give me details. Explain to me. How are they nice? Choose your words carefully. We've talked about that before, just like in that example I was giving you. Do your best so that you don't keep using the same word over and over again. So if I'm talking about somebody and I say, this person is really nice to me, they are very nice, they do nice things, they're super nice, they're always nice, always super nice to me. And I keep saying that word, nice, 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 nice. I don't want to do that. Try to think of some other ways to say it. I can say that she's very, or they are very kind. If it's about them giving me things, I can say that they're very generous. I don't know, maybe they're polite. Maybe that's how they're kind. What makes them a kind person, a good person? So try your best not to keep using the same words over and over. If you use it a few times, that's not too bad. But make sure that we're not saying kind, kind, kind in every single sentence. Try to think of different ways to explain it or to say it. And then last one, use the correct spelling, capitalization, punctuation, grammar, and sentences. That's just telling you, make sure that when you're writing, that you're not leaving a lot of mistakes. The spelling one, if you're using, let's say, bigger or more complicated words, like the word generous, if you make a mistake on words like generous, it's not really going to count against you a whole lot. If you make a mistake and you misspell the word nice, they're going to go, okay, you should know how to spell the word. Or if you make a mistake spelling the word girl or boy, then they're going to go, okay, that word's a little bit too simple. You should know how to spell that. So if you're going to try to use bigger words, try your best on it when you're spelling, but make sure the words that, like we've had in our spelling list, the words that, we should know by now, the smaller words, the easier words, make sure those are being spelled correctly. Punctuation and sentences are another big one. Okay? We've seen it with some of our writings on our Would You Rather. Make sure at the end of your sentences that you are putting periods or exclamation marks to end your sentences. Make sure that you don't have all this writing and 2 periods in the whole thing. We need to make sure that we're putting periods at the end of our sentences. If you don't know how to spell someone's name, that's fine. You do your best. The good thing about people's names is people spell them differently. It's not always the same spelling. So do your best with the spelling of somebody's name. Okay? And the same thing goes for those bigger, more complicated words. Okay? Do your best on them, but the ones that we should be spelling correctly, those are the ones that we need to take care of. The other things we need to be careful of is things like sometimes when we're talking to somebody, like if we're texting them, or I've seen it like sometimes like in our chat, where if we say words like please, instead of spelling the whole word, we'll just put like PLS. We need to make sure that we're spelling. Yeah, exactly. We need to make sure that we're spelling the whole word. Whenever we're writing a prompt, we don't know if the people we're talking to will know that we're trying to say please or anything like that. So we need to make sure that we're spelling things correctly. Okay? I know that, again, this is the one that I wanted to make sure we talked about, because I know, like I said in our Would You Rathers, some of us are still having problems putting the periods at the end of a sentence. Make sure that you're ending your sentences with periods. Okay? If you're ever unsure and you go, I don't know if that's a sentence, remember, say, I believe that, and read it. If it all sounds okay, it's a complete sentence and you need to put a period. If you say, I believe that, and it doesn't make sense, it probably means you're trying to put a period too soon. Yes, Jadine?
What does grammar mean?
Grammar means that you're using words correctly. Okay? So something like that would be like our homophones. Like, you know how we've talked about like road and road, how they're two different ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like that. Making sure that we're using the right words, making sure that we don't have sentences with like missing words, or we're putting words in the wrong place, or things like that. Just
Okay,
making
I get
sure
it.
that your reader can understand what you're saying.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Okay. So for this prompt, we need to pick one person. Okay? Someone good that we know. Again, can't pick 2 people or 3 people or 5 people. Gotta be one person. Okay? The one good person that you know. Then we need to start explaining why we think that person is kind. What are some things about that person that make them kind? Okay? So, just like with our favorite holiday, I want you all to think of about 3 reasons why that person is kind. So we'll say reason 1, reason 2, and reason 3. And again, can I just say, oh, uh, Bailey's a good person. I know Bailey is nice because she's kind. Does that explain? No. I need to give them examples. When I say Bailey's kind, how is she kind? Well, she's kind to me. Okay, that could be one reason. But how? How is she kind to you? Give me examples and explain it to me. Or if you tell me she's kind to other people, okay, explain it. How? We want 3 reasons that this person is a kind person, is a good person. And it could be the way that they treat us, it could be the way that they treat other people, whatever. We need to have some kind of almost like proof that this person is kind. We need to be able to explain it. Because at the end of our prompt, we want our reader to be able to go, oh, okay, I see why you say that. I know why you think this person is a person. I know why you say this person is a good person. Right now, Bailey was asking about how do how do we turn it in when we're finished? I'm going to show you. Okay, you're going to go onto our Google Classroom. You're going to go onto classwork, and you're going to go to the writing topic. When you go to the writing topic, up at the very top, you're going to see this assignment. It says prompt, one good person. What's up, Jaylene?
So how to do the prompt is we do it and then our parents take a picture of it and then we turn it in.
No. Like I said, and like I'm explaining right now, this is how you're going to do it. You're going to go to classwork, you're going to go to writing, and you're going to find this assignment. At the very top, it says prompt, one good person. I'm going to have a link in there for you to log in. You're going to go ahead and log in. When you do, it's gonna look like one of our tests, like our math test that we've taken before. But this one is for our prompt. If you click on it, it might show you the same page I was just showing you right now, but it'll give you a big empty box. You're gonna click in the box, and then you're gonna type your prompt out. You're gonna tell me who was it that you picked, and why do you think that they're a good person? What makes them a good person? So you don't have to worry about writing it down on paper. Mom or dad does not have to take a picture of it and send it to me or anything. You're going to type it out in that box. Just like it gave us reminders, we need to make sure that when we're writing and even after we're writing, before you turn it in, that you make sure that you look through it, that you try to find any words that you didn't spell correctly. If we need to go back and explain some more, or we need to put periods or exclamation marks or anything like that. And then when you've looked over it, tried to fix all of the mistakes you could find, that's when you turn it in. So that's what we're going to work on this one. We're going to write that prompt. Who is one good person you know? And explain why you think that they're kind. Can you put more than 3 reasons?
Right now.
You can, Chase, but if you're putting more than 3 reasons, that probably means that we're not explaining super well on our. If we have 3 reasons and we explain them pretty well, kind of like we do for our would you rathers, then you should have plenty of writing just with those 3 reasons. If you finish your 3 reasons and you notice that there's not a whole lot of writing, it probably means that we're not explaining a whole. So what I would do is if I finish my prompt, if I finish my 3 reasons and I look at my prompt and I go, well, this is really short, I would go, okay, did I make sure that I explained the reasons really well? Did I put examples? Did I put details? Did I explain it? Is my reader gonna understand what I'm trying to tell them? Or do I need to go back and write some more about that reason? It's not working, Alexa, leave the call, come back. So that's what we're going to work on right now. Okay, you're going to go to classwork, you're going to go to writing, you're going to click on that prompt, one good person. You're going to start writing your prompt. Remember, we're picking one person and we're going to explain why we think they're kind. Jadine?
Mister, do we like go into that website?
Yep.
Okay.